I'm a fool to love you. Some folks will tell you the blues is a woman, some type of supernatural creature. My mother would tell you, if she could, about her life with my father, a strange and sometimes cruel gentleman. She would tell you about the choices a young black woman faces. Is falling in love with some man a deal with the devil? In blue terms, the tongue we use when we don't want nuance to get in the way, when we need to talk straight. My mother chooses my father after choosing a man who was, as we sing it, of no account. This man made my father look good. That's how bad it was. He made my father seem like an island in the middle of a stormy sea. He made my father look like a rock. And is the blues the moment you realize you exist in a stacked deck? You look in a mirror at your young face, the face my sister carries, and you know it's the only leverage you've got. Does that create a hurt that whispers, how you gonna do? Is the blues the moment you shrug your shoulders and agree? A girl without money is nothing. Dust to be pushed about by any old breeze. Compared to this, my father seems, briefly, to be a fire escape. This is the way the blues works its sorry wonders. Makes trouble look like a feather bed. Makes the wrong man's kisses a healing. Second poem is for Billie Holiday, The Gardenia. The trouble is, you can never take that flower from Billie's hair. She's always walking too fast, and try as we might, there's no talking her into slowing. Don't go down to that basement, we like to scream. What will it take to bargain off her blues, to retire that term when it comes to her? But the grain and the cigarettes, the narcs and the fancy dressed boys, the sediment on her throat, that's the soil beneath those petals, like a fist, if a fist could sing. And this is a song, our first song is going to be this a song about another person who's kind of like a fist. Her name was Breen Newsom, and you guys might know the story of her. She went out to the State House in either North or South Carolina. They had a Confederate flag there. She, in the early morning hours, she ran up and pulled that flag down, waving it. She did. So, this is called Bree. Yep. The moon goes down on the southern town. A black woman rises with the dawn. She's up the pole before the police patrol, before the dew dries on her lawn. How can she make you understand? The stars and bars ain't Disneyland. How can she stop that silly movie in your head? How can she tune your eyes to see how a black woman moves when she's free? How many spikes till that beast is dead? Like a supervillain just before their punch, the citizens can't believe their eyes. She's gripping that flag, she's waving so free. Sweet black woman against a southern sky. How can she make you understand the stars and bars ain't Disneyland? How can she stop that silly movie in your head? How can she tune your eyes to see how a black woman moves when she's free? How many spikes till that beast is dead? And the next one is for another strong black woman named Simone Manuel. And she is the person, the African-American, first African-American to win the gold in swimming. And this means a lot to me personally because I grew up with the mythology of black people in water, that black people, because of slavery, my sister told me this, so I knew it was true. You know, that we supposedly, because of slavery, we can't swim, so we were sank in the water. You know, there was that. The other thing was of course, Jim Crow. And when Jim Crow was in, and even afterwards, in a lot of towns, especially southern towns, if you caught an African American swimming in the pool, they would drain the pool. So for all those reasons, I'm going to do this song. We wrote this song called Simone. Well, the passage was a crude and heartless play, like a mirror that swallows up your face. For the names who judge and drowned at sea, for the cargoes round of the yet to be. There was cities that had a golden rule. Catch a Negro in the water, you had to drain the pool. For all those held below their rank, for all those told that their bodies sank. Simone rises from the water. She's rewriting all the books, and she's fast